All right, we're live. Hi, everyone. Shout out to everyone. Hope you're doing well. A lot of games, a lot of stuff on the card. I feel like I'm overall very well prepared. We'll see how it turns out. Yesterday, in case you didn't notice, quite a good day, huh? Quite a profitable day. Yeah, I tweeted out a minus 200 money line just because I was having such a good day. I was like, well, if it loses, but that's not the reason I tweeted that out. Southern Illinois second half. It's because I really liked it, and the way the game went down. I'm not convinced that it was a bad play. I bet it big. It lost. In the end, the way the game went, I reviewed it. I was like, I'm okay with what I did. That's a sign of good, appropriate money management, bet analysis, edge analysis, and everything. So we'll see. We'll talk about the later games, of course. The 7:30 games, there's only two of them. We can pass on those, but there are a bunch of plays that I have from the later games. We'll talk about them. Tasha M., Deer Slayer Ski. Yesterday was a good day. I gave you Marquette -8. Did you catch that? Not saying that tonight's going to be the same. I'm just saying that, I'm prepared. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that I'm prepared. In my own opinion, I'm prepared. Prepared enough. All right, let's get into it. Let me just do one quick copy and paste here of something that I just did. We'll talk about the later games, then the halftimes will come up. We have, for the 7 o'clock games, I'm seeing like 10 mid-majors and majors, and then about 12 or 13 minor conferences. And you see how prepared I am? I know exactly how many games are coming up at 7 o'clock from the 7 o'clock games in each conference. So we will get to some, not all, but some, hopefully most of the minor conference second halves as well. And I did look at those, and those are some interesting games too. Got a bunch of plays on those. Let me just copy and paste this right here. Let me just figure out where the hell I am. And then we'll look at the later games. I'll share with you my opinions, what I did, and you can just listen along, or if you want to act, go for it. If you want to tail, whatever you want to do, go for it. All right, let me just make sure I got everything here. A lot of games, a lot of sheets, a lot of bets, a lot of windows, a lot of tabs open, a lot of everything. Got to make sure that the connection is good. The shout out to everyone. Cheesehead, shout out to you. Okay. All right. Deer Slayer Ski. All right. Listen, I'll do the shout outs and love stuff later. We happy few. We happy few. Let me just prepare, see where everything is, see what's going on here. Let me just get my bearings, and we'll get into it. Post your opinions if you want on the later games, and I will. All right. Here we go. Okay. A lot of stuff on the early games that I got. I won't even get into it right now. I'll just start with the later games. One play I hit. I don't know if you necessarily want to tail this. There's a lot of uncertainty in college basketball, but I did take a shot with the first half over 74 in Youngstown State, Wisconsin, Green Bay. We talk about this a lot. A lot of times when you have two teams that are amenable to fast paces, the totals can't be made high enough. You see that in college football, and you see it in college basketball. That might be what we have here with Youngstown State and Wisconsin, Green Bay. Again, I'm a little bit surprised that the total hasn't got bet up. But that's okay. And if it loses, that's okay. If it loses big, even that will be okay. I won't be surprised. I'll be concerned. I'll maybe review what the hell happened, maybe try to read a report on the game. But I took first half over 74 Youngstown State, Wisconsin, Green Bay. Other plays that I took, let me just get to the ones that I feel, pretty good about. All right, I'll tell you another one. I don't know if this is a good bet, but I did take the Temple team total under. 63.5. I took the Temple team total under 63.5. I even took a little bit on the first half at like 29.5. But of course, Temple beat Wichita State outright in this year, and some of you might have had that, might have been on that, because regular viewers of the show might remember that that was a play I gave out. Remember Temple as a home dog to Wichita State? Small home dog. And I remember it so well that I remember that it was also a great pick in the middle of a losing day. So don't get it twisted here. That was a phenomenally great call by me. But the entire day of that show was negative. So that's how it goes. But it was a great call. And Wichita State definitely is going to have revenge on their minds here. Temple, of course, very suspect shooting offensive team. And so I took the Temple team total under 63.5. That could easily lose, but I'm just telling you what I did. other plays that I took. All right, I'll talk about that. I was going to talk about the Marshall UAB game, but let's talk about that a little bit later. I also took Morehead State Austin P first half over 67 minus 105. Now, that'd be a little bit of a weird play, but Austin P, of course, is a team that likes to play a healthy pace. They're a big favorite here. It's a modest total. Morehead State teams, in general, is a team that tends to play relatively decent scoring first halves. This could easily be one of those games where like the first half goes to 70 and then the second half is super low scoring and you bet the over 142 on the full game. Thought you had a likely winner at halftime, and then it winds up going under by 20 points. So maybe I'll have a play on the second half on that one. But I did take first half over 67 minus 105. Again, I'm just sharing with you what I did, not even saying that these are positive EV plays, let alone that you should tail them. I'm just sharing with you what I did. Also, we talked about this last night, I think. South Dakota State and North Dakota State. On the overnight line, I bet the over at 144.5. I thought it would get bet higher. It didn't. I'm a little bit surprised, but that's okay. And as you can probably guess, I did also take South Dakota State a little bit, plus 4.5 and 5, but much bigger. I took the South Dakota State team total over. I got some at like 70.5, and I got some at 70 minus 120. North Dakota State, of course, is a relatively strong defensive team for the Summit League. And South Dakota State has great offensive numbers that might be a little bit inflated because they play, of course, so many of their games against Summit League teams that, skimp on defense. We know about that. We've been talking about the Summit League all season long. Regular viewers of this show will know. I've been talking about how I felt that the Summit League, especially in the beginning of the year, not so much now, but in the beginning of the year, in conference play, the Summit League totals were just suspiciously low, and I was in general betting overs and in general doing well with them. So the South Dakota State offensive numbers that look great on paper might be a little bit inflated. North Dakota State, without question, is one of the top defensive teams in the Summit League. Still, I took South Dakota State team total over. That could lose by a mile. They could get to 68. I don't know. I'm just sharing with you what I did. Not saying that these are positive EV, let alone that you should tail them. But that's what I did. Another interesting play. Again, this is just what I did. I'm not saying you should tail this. I'm just telling you what I did. This one is a little bit iffy, but I'll just talk about it just in case any of you have an opinion. I did take a shot with Southern Utah team total under at 76.5. This is a little bit of an odd line. I was a little bit Southern Utah, obviously, a very quality team for their program this year, but Eastern Washington is better statistically. I was expecting maybe Pick'em, maybe Eastern Washington to be like a 1 or 1.5 point favorite or something. A little bit surprised to see Eastern Washington getting 2.5 points and the market having not moved. That's okay. Obviously, it's a clash of styles. Eastern Washington likes to play a fast pace. Southern Utah is stronger defensively and they slow things down. So it'll be a question of who is better at imposing their will here. And, I think that that's likely to be Southern Utah. Could easily see Southern Utah getting a comfortable cover, but their team total under still cashing. Could easily see Eastern Washington blowing Southern Utah out and the game goes way over, but the Southern Utah team total under still cashes. Or I could see the Southern Utah team total under losing by a mile. And then I'll look back on it and say, what did I miss? But that's a play that I took. Southern Utah team total under 76.5 minus 120. Let's see. Another play I took, again, right? Broken record. Not saying you should tail this, just letting you know what I did. I also took New Mexico State team total under. Now, it's gotten bet down a little bit. I got it at 72.5. I think now it's at 71. That's cutting a little bit close. Still probably take it at 71. The situation with this game, of course, is that it doesn't mean a lot to New Mexico State. Of course, they're undefeated in the conference, and, they want to maintain that. But they've locked in the number 1 seed. It's a road game against a scrappy team. It's tough to play on the road at Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon is probably going to scrap and, do everything they can to slow it down. So I do like Grand Canyon plus the points little. I took that. I did like the under at the opener. I like that a lot more. And I took that at the opener of 138. And then I also like the New Mexico State team total under. Could easily see, New Mexico State winning by 15, but their team total under still cashes. Could easily see an upset by Grand Canyon and the New Mexico State team total under cashes. So I took New Mexico State team total under at 72.5. And I also took the full game under as well at 138. Now it's down to 136.5. Some of the later games I didn't quite get to in depth. I did take a shot with the under 143 in St. Mary's, Santa Clara. That's now gotten bet down. Another game I took, and I might be on the wrong side here. Tell me what you think, but I'll share it with you. I did take Montana State plus 5.5 against Sacramento State. This is another line similar to the Eastern Washington game. Actually, I would say more so, where I didn't quite understand exactly why Montana State getting 5.5 here, right? It's a very low total and maybe even not low enough. This should be a very low scoring game. Points should be at a premium. These teams are relatively evenly matched on paper. And, you know, I'm not saying Montana State wins outright, but when you have a game where the total is like 122 and you kind of think that that's a dead on, and then you see some other people kind of liking the under, those points start to really matter, right? 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. So we got 5.5 here. Not saying it's a positive EV play. I'm saying I did bet it. Montana State plus 5.5. It is a little bit concerning that it hasn't moved. I would have, if it was really a sharp play, I would have expected 4 by now, right? So maybe it's not. But again, I'm just sharing with you what I did. A few other things I did that might have been wrong. So I won't talk about it. And then a bunch of these later games that I didn't get a chance to look into in depth. Some of these Pac-12 games are very interesting. Nothing really in any of the Pac-12 games yet that I bet or have a real opinion on, that's for sure. And except for the Colorado-Cal game. All right, I'll tell you about this. Definitely don't tail this, but I'll tell you what I did on Colorado-Cal. Not totally 100% convinced that Cal should be this much of an underdog. Obviously, Colorado is the far superior team to Cal. But Cal at home catching this many points, not 100% convinced that that is appropriate. Yeah, Cal got blown the F out at Washington in their last game after getting a road win at Washington State. Look, the Pac-12 is tough, right? If you're a basically crappy team like Cal, you're going to have some of these embarrassing games dotting your overall record, right? Maybe there's a recency bias there. Not totally sure that they should be given, 9 points to Colorado, as good as Colorado is. Cal is a crappy team, but they can kind of hang, right? Oregon, they hung with Oregon at home, right? When they were at home. Arizona State, they hung with Arizona State when they were at home. Yeah, they got blown the F out by Arizona. But like I said, that's going to happen to you when you're a team like Cal. We're looking at percentages here, right? Should Cal be getting 9 points? I don't know. I bet a little bit on Cal, and I also took a small shot with the Cal team total over at 60 minus 105. Pac-12 is very treacherous. Not saying you should do that. Colorado obviously can be a great defensive team when they when they want to be, and of course, coming off a loss, they might be here. But again, just a very low total for the team total at 60. So I took shots with Cal plus 9 or 8.5, and the team total over at 60 minus 105. So that's basically what I did from the later games on the card. Again, to review, I won't do the analysis right now, but again, to review. Shot with Youngstown State, Green Bay, first half over 74. Shot with Temple, team total under 63.5 or 64, whatever you can get now. Shot with what did I take? What did I do? Yeah, South Dakota State, team total over. Of course, last night, like I told you, I took the over at 144.5. Hasn't moved. That has me a little bit concerned. But yes, I took South Dakota State, team total over. Shot with Southern Utah, team total under. Shot with New Mexico State, team total under. Small shots with Cal plus the points and Cal team total over. And a decent-sized shot with Montana State plus 5.5. And yeah, I also had St. Mary's under, but that was 143. Now it's moved down. Let's go to the comment section. As you can see, we're focused. We're on the ball right now. We're keeping a brisk pace here. Yeah, I look fucked up with my beard and my hair, but my voice sounds very professional and authoritative. Take note. Yes, imagine that voice paired with a suit and a nice haircut, right? I could be a fucking grade A elite sports betting commentator, right? Let's see what we got. Shout out to everyone. Deer Slayer Ski, Maxwell motherfucking Smart. Maxwell's, Dan Kelly talking about NBA. That's great. Okay. Rich G talking about the UCLA game. Yes, I didn't see a line, though, on the overnight. And I didn't have time to look at that. But I will later on. And if I missed some bet that I would have bet on the opener, so be it. If there's 5 games on the college basketball card, that's unacceptable. If there's 65 games on the college basketball card, that's fine, right? Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Chris Comatini. You think full game over in Colorado? Are you asking me, Chris Comatini? Yeah. I mean, it's a low total, 128. Again, Colorado can be a vicious defensive team. They might be vicious defensively here for 3/4 of the game, and it still sneaks over one way or the other. If Colorado jumps out to a big lead, they'll relax on defense. And then all of a sudden, you got one of those, 40-point last 10 minutes, and the game goes over 128. So, yeah, I would lean over at 128 as well. My bets were Cal plus the points, the Cal team total over. Rich G. Maxwell Smart, let's go Delaware. Yes, I took Delaware. I also took Delaware team total over, and I doubled up. I took Delaware plus 4 in the second half as well. So we'll see. All appropriately bet sized, though. Rich G, we're going to read out his action right now. Dominic Live asking about Western Kentucky. We'll talk about that in a second. Rich G's action. He likes Illinois Northwestern under 135.5. I would agree with that. Yes. And I will admit that I did take a small shot with Northwestern team total under, but don't tell that because there's a reason I didn't mention it. But I agree with that, and I did take a shot with Northwestern team total under. Wichita State minus 9.5, absolutely. Yes. But according to my numbers, it was a better thing to do to take the Temple team total under on that one. But yes, it's a big bounce back spot for Wichita State. Temple is absolutely the kind of team that can get blown out by this kind of number on the road. Very similar to the Marquette Georgetown game from yesterday. Sorry, I don't mean to bring up an awesome call I gave in yesterday's show again, but it's appropriate. It's kind of a similar situation. Statistically, the line makes sense. But as far as the spot is concerned, yes, Marquette was was in a great spot last night. And Wichita State, not quite in as good a spot as Marquette last night, but still a very good spot. So I agree with that. And again, I did bet the Temple team total under. Southeastern Missouri State plus 4.5. Yes. I mentioned that last night. I didn't mention it here, but yes, I'm on that one as well. And the team total over on that one. I mentioned that one last night on the overnights. South Dakota State plus 4.5. What can I tell you? Yes, I'm on that one too. And the team total over. Line, a little bit concerned that the line doesn't 100% make sense to me and that it hasn't moved, but so be it. SIU Edwardsville 10 Martin over 149. Pass on that one for me. Santa Clara plus 6. Yes, I agree with that. I will admit I also took a shot with the St. Mary's team total under as well, but I don't recommend you tail that one either. Dominic Laib asking about the Western Kentucky game coming up. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Of course, this is the bonus thing that their conference is doing. They're playing Louisiana Tech again, and of course, Western Kentucky, beat them by double digits at home. First game. This game definitely has second half written all over it. It makes me a little bit nervous. There's so many other games that I just sort of passed on it, so I have no bet on that one. But yes, I like the under more, actually. I almost bet the first half under at 65.5, but I didn't. And I almost bet the under at 139.5, but I didn't. And 1.5 seems suspiciously low. That has second half written all over it. Pass for me, but if you bet it, I hope you cash. Yes, Rich G says the exact same thing. I feel the Western Kentucky line was trappy. I completely agree, especially in light of what the game is. Like a rematch at Western Kentucky. I do like the unders on that. And I did like the unders on that. Definitely a little bit of an odd line. Interesting line, so I just passed. And my numbers had low confidence on it as well, except for the unders. They like the unders. Small edge on the unders, but high confidence. So that's my analysis on that one. Huge shout out to everyone. Tell all your friends about how great this show is if you don't mind. Not that it's always going to be great, but I felt like yesterday was great, and today we'll see. Probably going to be good. Who knows? Shout out to Ratty Nithwin. Shout out to you. New name that I haven't seen. Tasha M. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Tasha M says, I meant to tell you, Pete, I hit off your Monday picks. I didn't realize I had a winning ticket until this morning. Well, I'm so happy to hear that, Tasha M. Yes. Another part of sports betting that does sometimes tend to get overlooked is take your tickets to the window and get your money. Some people don't do it. Some people make a winning pick, bet size appropriately, and then just like sit back fat and happy on the couch, don't even bother fucking going to the window and getting their money. Yes, in order to win, you also have to go to the window and give them your ticket and get your money. Shout out to you, Tasha M. Hustle Wilson, huge shout out to you. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see. Yes, Maryland. I mean, we don't really have time to talk about all the crazy stuff that's happened in college basketball. Maryland, that game was only the second most whacked out game on the card tonight because of last night, because, of course, number one was Rutgers Penn State. Me and my bit. What I tell you, last night in the show, I said anytime I fucking open my mouth, basically about any opinion in a arrogant kind of bragging kind of I know what I'm talking about way, the opposite happens immediately. What I say last night, I was like, look at this. I was making fun of line movements. I was like, Penn State's up by 20. I was like, oh, sometimes the teams come back, but it's not going to happen to Penn State. Rutgers isn't the kind of team that can come back on the road. And there we saw what happened. Flip side, of course, was that I also said I'm on Maryland with all the other morons in sports betting. And at the half, it was looking like, once again, the morons will lose, the sharp guys will win. Look what happened there. Huge comeback, and we did cash. If you had pick 'em, which I did. Some people might have had -1, so it pushed. But shout out to everyone. Huge shout out to everyone. Dan Kelly, you did a great Ralph crack. I got a big mouth. Yeah, it helps. Being able to do it, Ralph, it helps when you're doing that impression if you actually do have a big fucking mouth. You know what I mean? It helps if you just open your mouth and you're just like full of shit. I got a big fucking mouth, man. Every time I open my mouth, I'm like, oh, what a great call by me. Psh. Literally, like, not even 20 minutes later, like 5 minutes later, game's tied, my bet lost. Unreal. Dear Slayer Ski, shout out Low Shack Army. Carlos Smith, shout out to you. I know. Rich G, you mushed my Penn State play. I know. I did. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know if you're on Maryland, though, but I also anti-mushed everyone who's on Maryland. So, it works both ways. All right, let's see. Try Archie liking the flannel tonight? Yeah. I'm going to try to, at some point, do an upgrade to the show and whatever, and my look and the fucking shirts and everything. But, all right, huge shout out to everyone. Tell your mama, tell your girlfriend, tell your friends. That's a good show they might want to consider tuning into. And let's start preparing for these halftimes coming up. I got to focus now. Focus. Once again, what do we have? There's 10 major and mid-majors and then 12 minors. So I'm going to make sure we get to the 10 mid-majors, but we will have time to look at the minors. Very late, I did take a bunch of minor conference games. I took Merrimack team total under at 70. I took FDU team total over at 75. Bunch of plays. Oh, boy. I stayed off the Michigan game. Any of you guys who bet that game, if you bet Wisconsin, nice job. If you bet Michigan, well, look what happened last night and the other night. Duke, Exhibit A. Penn State, Rutgers, Exhibit B. Maryland, Minnesota, Exhibit C. Your bet is pretty much always live in college basketball, pretty much no matter what. All right, let's see. Let's start pulling these up. Let's see. The MAAC. Oh, my God. All right, I won't even tell you about the Iona-Canisius game, except Maxwell Smart knows because I gave him all my team totals because he asked for it. I did take Iona, and I did take the under, and I did take the Canisius team total under, and Maxwell Smart will vouch for that because Canisius team total under was in the games that I gave him. St. Peter's, Niagara, interesting game. That's coming down. We'll see. St. Peter's, a fascinating team. I've had a pretty good read on this year, and I'm happy about anytime there's a St. Peter's game that's going. All right, let's see. The Colonial. Let's see what's going on in those. All right, we're going to get a jump start on these. There goes Delaware rolling. Drexel, NC Wilmington. I did have NC Wilmington. I talked about that one last night, and weird line movement. At first, of course, it went in Wilmington's favor, but it kept going back and forth. So there was obvious two-way action there. I wound up taking the Drexel team total under and sticking with my Wilmington bet. Towson Hofstra, I did take Hofstra team total over. They're losing now, but it looks decently paced. We'll see how that one turns out. And the Conference USA games, let's check those. Let's get all the 10 major ones up. North Texas, FIU, pass for me. UTSA, also a pass. Let's see what else. The MAC, let's look at that one. I did take the Miami, Ohio team total under. That's not looking good. I also took the first half Miami, Ohio team total under. That just officially lost. Maybe I have a bad read on Central Michigan. Maybe I should just start passing on Central Michigan games. Of course, their last game, I gave an overnight pick on them, which lost. Then I gave a couple of halftime lines on that game. I think it was the Toledo team total under, which lost. So maybe I should just pass on Central Michigan in general. My numbers kind of like them, but obviously they are not producing. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's look at the Horizon game. Oakland IUPUI, interesting. That might have some nice second half stuff, but it was a pass for me. Big Ten. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wisconsin, Michigan, and IUPUI and Indiana Purdue. That was a pass for me as well. Low scoring. And then the only one that's still here hanging is what? The Horizon, right? Oh, no, we got them all. Okay. Let's try to look at some of the minor conference ones as well. First, let's see if anything's actually up right now. No. See if anything's up. Oh, Longwood Presbyterian. Yes. All right. Let's look at that. Longwood Presbyterian. Let's check the line. 1.5 and 69.5. Okay, now I got to focus. Entertainment time over. Numbers like Presbyterian here. Numbers like Presbyterian. Numbers like Presbyterian, 1.5 or 145. For EG purposes, they actually kind of like the 145, but the 1.5 would be okay as well. And that will be a play. Presbyterian will go 145. We'll make that the official play. Presbyterian minus 145 official play. It's going to be an official play. Okay, here we go. Or you could take 1.5 for EG purposes. For numbers like the 145, the pick will officially make 145. The numbers like it big. Numbers like it big. And we'll grade it, we'll just grade it medium big. Little lack of courage there, but okay. Presbyterian, minus 145, graded medium big. Numbers also like Longwood, team total under a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. Longwood, team total under 34, just a little they like. Longwood, team total under 34, just a little they like. We'll just stick with Presbyterian, minus 145, graded medium big, or minus 1.5. Numbers like it big, but we'll just make it medium big, borderline. And the Longwood under 34, they like that one as well. That would be small or medium small, but we're going to hold off on that one. Excuse me. Okay, let me just check something. Okay, let's see if any of these other games are up. Presbyterian, minus 145. And some other stuff. Florida Gulf Coast, let's look at that. Minus 0.5 and 68. Let's just look at that if we can. And then we'll look at the major ones. Florida Gulf Coast. I do want to look at that one. -0.5 and 68. What are the numbers like? Nothing, really. Interesting. Wow, very interesting, but nothing. All right, we'll move on. Move to the majors and the mid-majors. Huge shout out to everyone. Wisconsin, Michigan. We'll look at that. 5.5 and 71.5. 5.5 and 71.5. Wisconsin, Michigan. Small lean to Wisconsin team total under at 33. Small though. Small lean to a Wisconsin team total under 33. Yeah, and a small lean to Michigan, -320 or 5.5 as you can get, but that's definitely not going to be an official play. But the numbers do like Michigan. -320. Just a bit. Actually a decent amount. That's what these stupid numbers say. And the Wisconsin team total under. Oh, God. Yeah, they do. Fuck, I can't give Michigan -320 as an official play here, can I? Fuck. The numbers like it. All right, I can. But I'll make it very, very, very tiny grade here. Michigan -320. Official play. We will grade it medium or medium small. You know, numbers like it. We'll grade it medium small. The numbers like it medium, but we'll grade it medium small. Michigan -320. Official play. Graded medium small, but don't tail that. Let's see if anything else is up here. Okay, let's see. IUPUI in Oakland, 4 and 78. Let's look at that. Oh. IUPUI in Oakland, 4 and 78. Let's see where we are. Let's look at the sheets here. 4 and 78. Small lean to IUPUI under 37. IUPUI team total under 37. All right. I'm going to bet that. We'll make it a small play. This is nothing crazy also, but we'll make it a play. IUPUI team total under 37. That's borderline, but make it a play. And we'll grade it medium small. IUPUI team total under 37. Graded medium small. The others. Small lean to the under at 78. I don't know if I can give that one, though, but small lean to under at 78. IUPUI. And the side. Yeah, I mean, a small lean to Oakland as well at -4. But I don't want to give that one out. Let's look at Towson and Hofstra. Towson and Hofstra. 7 and 77.5. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Whoa, wacky. Wow. Oh, man. Weird numbers. Spreadsheet kind of blew a gasket here. Numbers like Towson. Low confidence, though. And Hofstra team total under at 42.5, which is not a good sign because I have them team total over for the full game at 74.5. So that's a bad sign right there. Hofstra under 42.5 minus 115. Yeah, they like that one. Hofstra under 42.5 minus 115. Weird, but they also like Towson plus 7 a little bit. A strange situation here. They do like Towson plus 7 minus 130. Ugh. I don't know if I can give either of those as picks. Towson plus 7 or the Hofstra team total under 42.5. All right, we'll hold off. We'll hold off for now. We'll look for some other stuff that's maybe a little bit more low hanging. St. Peter's Niagara 3.5 and 68. Let's look at that. St. Peter's Niagara 3.5 and 68. St. Peter's Niagara 3.5 and 68. Small lean to St. Peter's. Small lean to St. Peter's. I don't know if I can give that one either. Small lean to St. Peter's at minus 200 or 3.5. Small lean to St. Peter's team total over and Niagara team total under. All right, maybe we'll revisit this, but let's look at some other stuff. Iona Canisius. Canisius minus 4 and 75.5. Wow, another one with just crazy confidence numbers. Just all over the place. Like Canisius under 40, but low confidence. Like the under at 75.5, but also with low confidence. Yeah, under 75.5, the numbers like, but low confidence. Maybe I'll give it anyway. I don't know. Let's look for some lower hanging fruit. Let's go to the extra games just for a second. I know there's going to be a ton of them. Oh man, let's see what might be interesting. The North Alabama game. Let's quickly look at that one. Is that one here? North Alabama, minus 2.5 and 74. Minus 2.5 and 74. Damn it. Nothing really. Stetson in North Florida. That might be interesting. Stetson in North Florida. 3 and 79.5. Small lean to Stetson plus 3.5. Numbers like Stetson a little bit at 3.5. No, just dropped to 3. That's not good. Stetson plus 3. I don't know. That's so borderline. I could give it. So borderline. Numbers like it a little bit. All right, I'll give it. Stetson plus 3. Official play, we'll grade that one medium small. Stetson plus 3. Official play graded medium small. Stetson plus 3 graded medium small. Small lean to under 79.5 as well. And then North Florida team total under at 41.5 as well. Both very interesting. The under and the North Florida team total under as well. I'm not going to take those. Just Stetson. Let's see what else is. Well, let's go back to the major games. Let's see what's the major conferences. Let's see what's there. Let's see what's here. Let's see, we got Drexel and Wilmington. Let's look at that. 1-74. 1-74. Drexel and Wilmington. Let's see what the numbers say. Nothing really. Nothing really. Nothing. So let's look for something else. Maybe something low hanging. Indiana, Purdue, 1.5 and 67.5. Let's see what the numbers say, if anything. 1.5 and 67.5. One and a half and 67.5. Small lean to the over. That's 67.5 minus 115 now. Small lean to the over. 67.5 minus 115. Small lean. Ugh, that's tough. Numbers like a little, but I don't think I can. And a very small lean to Indiana, plus 1.5 as well. Yeah, they like Indiana a bit. That they like a little bit more. These freaking numbers. Indiana plus 1.5, just a little bit. Can't give that one, though. Can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, shit. All right, Central Michigan, Miami, Ohio, 3.5 and 78.5. See if the numbers like anything. 3.5 and 78.5. Small lean to the under. Small lean to Miami, Ohio. Team total under 37.5. $37.5 minus 105 for Miami of Ohio. Small lean there. And the under at 78.5 plus 100. Small lean there. I don't know if I can give that either. Miami, Ohio, under 37.5. That's tough. All right, I'll give it, but I'll grade it small. Graded small. Miami, Ohio, under 37.5 minus 105. Just graded small. Not even medium small, just graded small. Miami, Ohio, 37.5 under. Graded medium small. Well, sorry, graded small, not even medium small. The number's also like under 78.5 a bit as well. But we're not going to give that. All right, FAU and UTSA, 3 and 78. Let's look at that. FAU and UTSA. Wow. Under 78, the numbers like that. Under 78, the numbers like that a little bit. FAU, UTSA. Where is that? Under 78. I like that one a bit. And the Florida Atlantic team total under 37.5. They like that one a bit. I don't know if I can give those as official plays, though. Nothing on the spreads, though. So tough, man. All right, there's no borderline, but I'll pass. North Texas, let's quickly look at that. North Texas. I mean, the borderline stuff, it loses, and then I got to eat the loss publicly, and it's just like, I don't like that. All right, let's see. FIU minus 2 and 76. Also the under, and the North Texas team total under 37. Where is that? Yeah, North Texas under 37 and the under. I'll make that a play. North Texas under 37 will be an official play. Again, nothing crazy, but North Texas under 37. Numbers like it. North Texas team total under 37. Numbers like that on medium. Once again, I'll just grade it medium small. North Texas, team total under 37, medium small, official play. They also like the under as well at 76. And we're going to hold off on that one. Yeah, probably should have made the North Texas one graded medium, but that's okay. That's okay. Medium small graded. All right, let's see what else is up here, if anything. All right, not a great card for these second half plays. Kind of wacky stuff. Let's look at the extra game, see if anything is up there. See if oh yeah, a lot of stuff. Wagner, LIU, Brooklyn. Where is it? Where is it? See if you can catch any of these tail end here. FDU Bryant, that's interesting. Is that still up? Minus 2.5 and 77.5. FDU and Bryant's 2.5 and 77.5. The numbers like, yeah, hold on. Don't have much time here, but numbers are saying that they like the over. It's tough though. 77.5. They like that over. I don't know if I can make that a play either. All right, I can. We'll make that one. FDU play. FDU over 77.5. This will either be graded small or medium small, but official play. FDU game over 77.5. We'll grade it. What the hell? Grade it medium. Grade that one medium small too. FDU over 77.5. Graded medium small. And small lean to the to both team total overs as well. Just the both teams team total over. Let's see what else is we got here. Let's see what else we got here. Merrimack, Central Connecticut. Wow, look at that. Is that still up? 5 and 67.5. Wow, interesting. Yeah, pass on that one. Nothing. Let's see. Wagner, LIU. Oh, that's off the card. That's off the board. There's that. Looking for NJ Tech. Where are we? Just looking at the New Jersey Tech game. That one appears to be still hanging. North Alabama 2.5 and 72.5. Yeah, yeah, nothing really. We already looked at this one. Low confidence numbers everywhere. Small lean to North Alabama though, but low confidence. Not bad though, but yeah, that's going to be a pass. Go back to the major conferences, see if anything's still hanging there. Drexel, NC Wilmington, Florida International, North Texas. Yeah, North Texas, need that one an official play under 37, graded medium small. Very small lean to FIU as well. Very teeny lean to under as well. And the Indiana Purdue game, yeah, that moved to 68. Look at that, yeah. My numbers like the over a little bit. I did bet it, and it's also they like it a little bit at 68 as well. And they like Indiana a little bit. Now, wow, yep, now it's up to 2 though. Look at that. All right, that's off the board. That's off the board. Drexel 1 and 74. Already looked at that, but let's look at it again. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Small lean to Drexel, team total under at 36.5. Actually, the numbers like that though. Actually, They do like that, 36.5. All right, we'll throw that one on there. Last minute play. Drexel under 36.5. Official play. Team total under. Drexel under 36.5. Official play. Drexel team total under 36.5. And that will be graded medium small as well. Drexel team total under 36.5. Graded medium small as well. All right. That's it. Well, I don't know how these picks are going to do, but I do feel confident that I gave it my best shot. I do feel confident about that. Fairleigh Dickinson total just dropped a little bit. That's not good to see. That's okay. Only graded medium small. All right, I think that's it. Okay. I feel like I gave it my best shot. Pretty much. You know? I feel like I gave it my best shot. Let me just scan the scoreboard here. And we'll come back, look at the comments section, and call it a day. Huge shout out to everyone. Huge, massive shout out to everyone. Come back and call it a day. I did wind up getting Michigan minus 320 graded medium small, though. I did it. I don't care. Oh, the Asheville game in High Point. That game's not up, is it? That game's off the board, right? I wanted to look at that one. Shit. And Asheville and High Point. That was an interesting one. Yeah, that's off the board. Long gone. Okay. St. Peter's losing. Interesting. That wasn't a play. Oh, the Charlotte Southern game is about to be up. You can look at that. And the UALR game, that's probably going to have nothing, but Charlotte Southern might have something. We'll look at that. We'll take a look at that one. That should be up any moment now. Another Big South game. Charleston Southern, sorry. Just closing stuff out. Closing. Charleston Southern, that should be up pretty short. There it is. 1.5 and 75.5. Let's look at that. Let's see what the numbers say, if anything. 1.5 and 75.5. Small lean to the under. Small. Charleston Southern under 75.5. Small lean to under 75.5. Small lean to under 75.5 with Charleston Southern. I could give that. I don't know if I want to, though. And very small lean to both team total unders. A little bit bigger to the Gardner-Webb team total under. Could give that one as well. Could give Gardner-Webb team total under, or just the under 75.5. All right, we'll give that one. Gardner-Webb under 38.5. Official play, why not? Gardner-Webb under 38.5. Let me figure out the grading here. Gardner-Webb under 38.5. The numbers like it. Numbers like it medium. I think I'm going to go for medium small here, though. Pretty much all my the plays that I shout out live are like one step lower than what I would grade them if I was just doing it at home privately, where I'm much less risk averse. Medium or medium small. Already made the bet. Already declared it official. Gardner Webb. But we'll grade it medium small. Gardner Webb, under 35.5. Team total under 35.5. Graded medium small. Gardner Webb. Small lean to the under at 75.5 as well. But I'm not going to give that. And we're going to ignore the Sun Belt game. And that's it. Nice show. Brisk show. Nice, decent show. Looking at the 8 o'clock games. Temple team total under. Not looking great. Only 5 minutes, though. Youngstown State, Green Bay, first half over, looking bad. Like I said, these plays are what they are. They can lose easily. Very easily. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's go back to the comments section. Dear Slayer Ski, tomorrow is Friday's relaxing show. Barham Dog Jenkins says, good job, Pete. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Dan Kelly. AIPP grading of plays. Yep. You know it, Dan Kelly. We happy few. You know it. Rich G locked in Michigan live. We're at 1.5. Wow, that's kind of ballsy. I mean, Michigan is an impressive team, but Wisconsin is going to give them fits. I just passed on that. I was going to look at it second half, which I did with all of you. And, of course, you know that I took Michigan at a stupid, square, big money line, which my numbers indicated that I should do. Hope you cash. Gabe Tadino. Good looks, Pete. Thank you very much. Shout out to you, Gabe Tadino. Alex Ramirez, thumbs up to everyone. Nice show. Nice pace. Alex Ramirez, shit, I'm late. Hey, we got shit to do in life. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Alex Ramirez. I wish I could watch all of the shows I want to watch. I got other stuff to do like laundry and shit. You know what I mean? Crazy shit. Let's see. Oh, motherfucking DJ Big Boss. I don't know if you're watching right now, but I just saw you're in the comments section. Shout out to you. Who banging soon? Yeah, I want to watch the Who banging show. Tomorrow, maybe I'll be able to because it's a relatively chilled out day. Although I gotta start looking at baseball and I gotta start planning to do MMA, of course. But Wednesdays and Thursdays out. Anyone who has a show on Wednesdays and Thursdays, no way I can watch that. Shout out to DJ Big Boss if you're still watching. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. DJ just saying nice things about me. Man, I wish I had time to, I prioritize things in life, and people know that I prioritize laundry down. I would prioritize hanging out with DJ Big Boss over laundry, actually. Tough decision because you need laundry. You know what I mean? Given the choice, I would put hanging out with DJ Big Boss just a little bit higher on my list of priorities than laundry. Huge shout out to you, DJ Big Boss. Hopefully we can hang out again sometime very soon in the next 2 years, let's say. That's how life goes now. You have to be like, yeah, maybe sometime hey pal, haven't seen you in a while. Maybe sometime let's hang out by 2026. Yeah, let's make it happen. Everyone's got shit to do, families, jobs, debts. Some people got a couple bodies here and there. The Fed's coming after them. Everyone's got shit to do. I got less shit than most people, and I'm overwhelmed. Shout out to everyone. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She's had another great job, Pete. Shout out to you. Dear Slayer Skis says, great show, Pete. Goose, what's the broken record play of the day? Well, the plays are almost off. Is there one? There might have been one from the was there? Let me see. That's a good question. There should have been one. I gotta focus now. Of the games that are coming up, is there any that counts as a broken record? Maybe this the Summit game over. Nah. Nothing really. That count. You can't just start labeling shit randomly. You know what I mean? You can't start redefining words like they do in politics. You know what I mean? Liberal, conservative, freedom, choice, this and that. All of a sudden, the words don't fucking mean anything. You know what I mean? No, words have meaning, okay? Broken record play of the day is different from least shitty play of the day, is different from birthday pick, You know what I'm saying? I can't start handing out birthday picks when it's no one's birthday. No, birthday pick has meaning. Words mean things. Sorry, didn't mean to rant there. But yeah, no broken record play of the day today. Except for do the opposite of what I tell you to do on a game involving Central Michigan. But that's off the board now. Oh, shit, look at that. You see? I opened my big fucking mouth about Michigan. Now all of a sudden they're down by 10 again. Unfucking believable. Yeah, that's the broken record play of the day is just anytime I brag about something that involves a play, immediately bet the opposite. Immediately bet for me to have egg on my face 3 to 5 minutes after. There you go. Broken record piece of advice of the day, I guess. See what else is going on here. Unreal. Let's see what's going on here. All right. We can wrap this shit up, though. I love you all. This is so much fun to do. So much fun to do. Alex Quayle, shout out to you. Alex Quayle, shout out to you. I think that's it. Okay. Tasha, I'm glad it was off the board for me. Oh, the Michigan one. Yeah, probably. Good. All right. That's it. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be back for the Friday slate. Small, relaxed slate, but still, a nice handful of games, 8, 10, 12, whatever they offer us tomorrow. It'll be fun. Hopefully, we'll be able to come up with a couple winners. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.